It's only a couple weeks away from opening day, and there's still a lot to do. We're going to be going away for 10 whole days, and we have to button up everything and get the farm ready before we go away. Will we be able to accomplish everything we need? Find out on this episode of Horton's Flower Farm. Hey everybody, welcome back to Horton's Flower Farm. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Claudette. I own and operate a U-Pick flower farm in Zone 7B, Long Island, New York. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the things that I need to get prepped before I go on vacation, and my farm opens a week after I get back. So it's a crazy time to go on vacation. It's not something that ideally I'd be wanting to do, but it's a family reunion, so it's family. So family comes first, right? So I just want to show you the long list of stuff that we have to do before we go away to make sure everything is okay on the farm. All right, guys, so you can see some color behind me. There's a lot of Rebecca in bloom, so we'll get to that. There's gorgeous Yarrow in bloom over here. Look at how pretty that is. I have reds, yellow. So, and there are some zinnias popping up. So I just want to show you a couple of them because I'm going to be pinching them because they're a little bit small. I just want to show you the field, the row of zinnias down here. We have yellow, some white, some more red. My favorite, the peachy one. So yeah, so those are gonna get pinched. I just want to show you before I pinch them. So I'm really happy with how they're looking. I'm not seeing any black spot. I'm just looking as I'm walking here. Some black spot there, but not really bad. I'm gonna be testing the fungicide to make sure it's okay. Spraying a little bit. So that's that. All right, guys, so I'm looking at the ageratum and I'm getting excited here because I'm seeing little buds on the top. Now, I don't know about the ageratum if I'm supposed to pinch, so you guys let me know. I've never grown it before. Should I be pinching these tops to make longer stems? I'm thinking maybe, but I'm not really sure, so let me know about that. Oh, my coleus over here is doing nice, this variety. I'm happy to see that. There's only a couple of them. Oh, okay, so look, they're popping up back down here. They were pretty dead looking, but it looks like they are thriving a little bit, so that's good. And I have my cone flowers here, which looked really pretty in the bouquet I made. If you saw on my, I don't know if I posted on my last video, I made a beautiful bouquet. It was in one of my shorts. All right, let's head over. Look, oh my gosh, look at how pretty. Let's head over to the Rudbeckia because that's really exciting to see all the yellow. So let's see. Look at the Rudbeckia, how pretty it's coming. Looking really nice. And wow, ooh, whoops. Wow, guys, look at how big this is compared to my hand. Look at that. It's the full size of my hand. Isn't that beautiful? Just really, really pretty, these Rudbeckia. Looking nice, and I'll show you down here. So pretty. Oh, look, I have a dill. I'm gonna shoot over this way real quick. The dill, how pretty it's coming along too. That's the dill. So I have a little patch of dill, and that was just seeded itself from last year. And let's go down to, yeah, look at all these buds, right? I'm gonna cut some of these and take them home. Look at that, how pretty. Okay, down here we have celosia. So now the celosia, actually this was the variety, I think I planted these, but the celosia you should pinch. Now let's see, it is branching, which is nice. You can see it even on this little one. But I am probably gonna pinch this top one. So here I go, guys. You ready? I'm gonna pinch him off. He's also so pretty though, right? Okay, let's see. Down here, we're looking pretty good. And I see a lot of nice branching going on, but again, I'm going to pinch it. Okay. I have to show you how cool this is. This is like a two-tone celosia. Have you ever seen anything like that before? That is pretty cool, right? Look at that on the back side. Very cool. Almost like look at that, the leaves on it are two different colors. It's totally like a mixed, it hybrided itself here. How cool is that? I love that. So this is the other row of the celosia, because this year I have 2 rows of celosia. Pretty. So I am, now these, I am gonna pinch. I know one of the varieties they say not to, but I'm gonna pinch some just to see what happens. I'm looking to see this one is branching. So I'm thinking if you do pinch them, yeah, look, they will branch out. So I think I'm gonna pinch on these just so they get taller. All right guys, so I was growing seedlings to succession plant. So I have to bring them here because I have to put them in the section of the farm, the cottage garden, where they can get watered. So I have some zinnias here. These are marigolds, more zinnias, and I have cosmos somewhere. So these are gonna go out, I'll show you, so that they get watered consistently, because I was hand watering them at home. And I have to say, look at my Domfrey, the same thing. The weeds are just so minimal here. This is why I have to listen to myself and say, no more status, I don't care, and no more snapdragons. I don't want to weed. Look at this. There are like no weeds here. So this in itself alone is why you plant plants that don't give you the stress like that. All right, also here, look, this is, oh gosh, what is this called? Verbena. So this is that purple flower. Again, they don't really have the weeds like the other rows. All right, so real quick, I want to talk to you about this little problem area here. I spent a lot of money to have my helper weed that first section right here of zinnias where it's covered in grass and weeds. And look at it, it's already coming back, not even a week later. So I'm gonna call this like, what's the point of me paying for this? To keep weeding this out. I mean, next year I definitely have to put down the landscape fabric, because look at how nice it is with the landscape fabric. So that's just a big boo-boo on my end. I need to put the landscape fabric down here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Well, maybe this might just be a huge problem area. And all right guys, so I'm heading over to my Dolly Row, and it's looking okay. I had weeded it. There's a lot of weeds coming back. Again, this is what happened last year with the dahlias. I'm sorry, the water is running for the farm next to me, so it's super loud. I put down mulch for this because you can't really landscape fabric on the dahlias because they spread. You need a wider spot. So I put down the mulch, but again, they're just, as you can see, really hard to keep the weeds out of this area. It's just, there are a lot of weeding to do. I'm almost like thinking not even to do the dahlias next year. Again, I really want to keep it simple. I don't have that much help, so we'll see. All right, let's head over to the sunflowers, and let me show you in order. So the first planting of the sunflowers were done, when were they done? About a month ago, I think, maybe 5 weeks ago, and they're looking nice, as you can see. Again, there's weeds in there. The sunflowers, I don't really care about. I mean, I care, but it's really hard to keep. Again, they don't go into the landscape fabric, so you have the same problem with them as basically like the dahlias and my Zinnia row that had no landscape fabric. But they're looking good, except for some little bites on them. But okay, that's looking good. Let's head back over here. So we are doing a succession of sunflowers today. So that was number one. Number two was this area over here, planted about 3 weeks ago, so you can see it. And when I turn the camera around here, this is succession planting number 3. Okay, now today we're doing succession planting number 4 on the sunflowers, which is this really big long section all the way to the end of the cottage garden. So that one will bloom, let's see, it is June 28th. So this one will bloom 2 months later. End of August. So my plan for the September planting, when we come back from our trip, I have rows back there. Let's see. Oops, no. Right there. There's a whole section right there. There are 3 50-foot rows. I want to make that all sunflowers, almost like a big sunflower patch. So that's my succession over there. Okay, so I want to talk about the cottage garden a little bit. So the cottage garden has not been getting fertilizer because it's not in the drip lines. We've just been watering with the overhead sprinkler system, and you can tell the plants in here are a lot smaller than what I showed you in the other garden. For example, if you saw this alocia in the other garden, and then you see this one right here, look at how tiny they are. They're like almost like a miniature variety, like a miniature. So they really need to be fertilized today, which we do plan on doing. It's different. It's not like just pouring in the fertilizer into the drip lines. We got to put it in the backpack. We got to spray it. So again, it's just something else that we have to do, which is why we keep forgetting to do it. But let's see, everything's looking nice. I'm just stepping in here for the first time in the last week. So I'm looking here with you at the same time. But okay, so the plants are looking pretty good. These are looking beautiful, right? How pretty are those? And let's see my nasturtium. Let's see how they're going. I mean, they're supposed to be a quick, oh, one of them bloomed already. Let's go and see it. Let's see. Wow, that was quick to bloom. Look at that. So it's blooming, it's budding, and hopefully it'll start spreading. Look at how many I planted here. I did nasturtiums, like you see them everywhere so that they start climbing. Hopefully the fertilizer will help on that, because that's really what we need, is to get them climbing up. Let's go look over here. Now guys, last time I put in the planters, so I'll show you how they're doing. I'm hoping that again, it always looks like they're kind of filling in. We want them to come over the side so you don't see the inside white area. Let's see if this nasturtium's blooming. A little yellow on that. It's like ready to bloom. And I'm just like looking at the grass here. Like we just mowed, not even a week. I mean, this grass got really tall in this area. And basically this grass is a lot taller because we're overhead watering here. So the grass is getting the water. In over there in the other part of my farm, the water isn't watering the grass, so it's a lot shorter, which actually is good because this is really tall. All right, so next, what is our plan for today? So we have to succession plant the sunflowers. We have to check the outdoor sink. We have to fertilize. We have to do other things I can't think of. So let's get going. All right, so before we get going, I have to look at my pretty cosmos. Look at them, guys. This is the lemonade. This is actually the pink with the, no, lemonade is just yellow. I forget what this one's called, but I love that, right? That's so pretty. I mean, to put that in the bouquets, it's such a like muted pink. It's so pretty. So look all the way down there. I think my lemonades are right at the end. Do you see all the yellow down there? I think that's the lemonades. But these are so pretty. Obviously the grass needs to be cut and weeds pulled from the side. And then this whole area right here to where you see the end of the yellow, this all has to be hacked down because this is my second succession planting of cosmos, which have to go in when we get back. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you the side of flower farming people don't show. This is a weedy mess of snapdragons. And this is why I said I wasn't gonna plant this year. And I didn't listen to myself, and I'm actually kind of mad that I did it again, just to like give myself more work. So there's my weedy mess. Now over here is, what is this? Looks like, I don't know. What is that? Maybe it's, wait, this is a different plant. I put status here and I put salvia there. Look at that. I don't know, guys. We're gonna see when it starts blooming, but look at this weedy mess. I don't even know if there's flowers. Oh, there is flowers in there. See, this is a problem. I said I wasn't gonna do status again, and I did. And this whole row is just gonna cost me so much money with weeding. And let me show you what's not gonna cost me so much money with weeding. I don't know what it is, but look at the marigolds. There are no weeds or minimal weeds in this row of the marigolds. And I didn't weed this set differently. So this is, look at it. I mean, look at how big. So this was my second succession of marigolds. They're small. This was the first one. They're getting nice and big. And if you look, like, where's the weeds? Nowhere, nothing. And this is why I love marigolds and why I think you should definitely plant a row of marigolds, because you're gonna save yourself the time of the weeding. There's like, look at this, it's beautiful. All right, so row 5 is an absolute disaster. And I will not make this mistake next year. I will not plant the status. I will not plant the snapdragons. I won't do it. So you guys better make sure I don't do it. At the beginning of the season, you better comment in here, Claudette, if you are planting that, you told us to tell you not to plant this, so stop it. I just want to show you one more thing. So my giant row 5 mess is a mess here too, because this is an area where I actually didn't have any more plugs to plant. So I think this is going to be another succession planting of marigolds. Why marigolds? Did you see my marigolds? There are no weeds in my marigolds. So that is what I want to plant in this giant mess. I'm almost like ready to rip up everything. Like I don't even want to weed that and save the flowers. I might just rip it up by the end of this video. You better stay to the end because I might go crazy and just rip everything out. So stick around. All right guys, so I just wanted to show you a variety of zinnia I grew, which I didn't know about. Maybe you guys don't either. It's a ground cover zinnia that only gets a couple inches tall. So I just want to show you what they look like as seedlings. They're a little bit shorter. So I'm just gonna plant a couple of them in the cottage garden around the outskirts of the plants. Just wanted to see what they look like. I've never grown them before. I think they'll look really cool as a ground cover. I really don't have much space. I kind of packed it in here, but I'm gonna try and find spots for them. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, because these are gladiolus and they're just gonna grow tall and there'll be nothing there, I'm gonna plant right in there. And I think back there I have space. So I'm gonna plant in this bed. I'll just show you back in between the lantana plant and right here. All right guys, so I got those in the ground. I wasn't very successful at getting them in the ground. They really recommended direct seeding, and I see why. They're very fragile to pull out of the cell packs. So I did lose a couple. I did try and put some in even though they lost a lot of their roots. So we'll see what happens. So we're hiding out under the playground because it's raining right now and it's a sun shower. So we're staying really dry, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Daddy's still working out there. Can you see him?
Yeah, in the rain.
He's working in the rain, but we're safe under here until the rain stops, right?
Yeah. It's really dry under here.
It's really dry under here. Oh, is it stopping?
You're walking. You can go upstairs.
See the rain everywhere? The big
Go
clouds?
upstairs.
Whoa.
Mom, you can go upstairs if you want, but first you have to see our video.
I'm videoing the rain.
Mom, see the video we made about the rain.
All right guys, so the weather's been very weird here in between filming. It's been thundering, lightning, rain, not rain. So if you look over here, it looks really thunder and cloudy. That passed, and when we turn this way, we've got a beautiful blue sky. We're hearing thunder in the background, and hopefully we don't have to run the car again. We still have to put down, it's raining again, we still have to put down the second succession of sunflowers. My husband is putting the grass seed in the cottage area, and now I'm having a sun shower. I hope we see a rainbow. So yeah, so those are the things we're gonna be doing on the farm today. If I don't show you, it's because it started thundering and lightning. So for now, we are all set. Right guys, so I'm gonna be planting in the succession of sunflowers right back there. So he tilled it up and I'll be planting, and the weather's been crazy. As you can see, the clouds are dark. Then it's sunny over there. It's been thundering and lightning. So I'm gonna wrap this up on this episode, and there won't be an update on the farm for a little while because we'll be away for a week, but I have other videos I'm gonna post about other things. So, all right guys, so I hope, fingers crossed, when we come back, everything is okay, nothing is broken, things are still growing. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you guys soon.